All the images in the On-Use Images library are unique to us. You will not find these images in any other online collection or CD-ROM. Our Holy Renderings collection is especially unique. Browsing this collection, you'll notice that the images are of unrivaled crispness, clarity, and detail. The reason being is that they're not photographs, but digitally created 3D models. All illustrations in this series involve a 6-step procedure beginning with research and ending with a completed rendering. Each illustration begins by investigating the object or location, including its historical development and context. We not only familiarize ourselves with its theological raison d'etre, but its technical fabrication as well. By determining what materials were used in creating the real-world object, we can accurately recreate ours, virtually. Knowing as much as we can about the object or location yields highly detailed and precise scene and object illustrations. Next, the object is modeled, which is the process in where wireframe mesh of the object is created. To create the mesh, a series of tools are employed to create the overall geometry of the object that is being illustrated. The model is then textured, giving the object its overall look. A texture is a two-dimensional image that is mapped or projected onto the three-dimensional wireframe data that gives it its surface qualities. These qualities include color, reflectivity, and topography. Adding a surface to the wireframe begins to change the image from something obviously mathematical to a picture we might begin to recognize as a real-world object. The next step is creating a composition with a virtual camera. A decision is made on whether the illustration will be vertical or horizontal, and a camera is placed that frames the model in an interesting composition, keeping in mind the incorporation of headlines and supporting text. Lights are placed to give the overall mood of the image. If the image is intended to be somber or serious, like the illustration of the tools used for crucifixion, limited lights are used to increase drama. Other illustrations, like the images of the Advent wreath or the Herodian temple, have many lights and are considered high-key images that give an overall light and airy feel. The last step is to create a rendering, which is the process where the computer takes all the data and creates a realistic image. Taking days, sometimes weeks, to render a single image, these illustrations are created at 12 3/4 inches by 17 inches at 300 dpi, yielding 56 megabyte files. This large size allows the designer using the images to crop a horizontal image and use it vertically without fear of pixelation, doubling their design options for each image. A 2nd century chalice created with 21st century tools. A centurion's helmet made by pushing pixels rather than molding steel. Advent wreaths and altar candles made without a drop of wax. The Holy Renderings series puts a new spin on old tradition. On-Use Images, visual resources designed to inspire.